Imagine, if you will, disposing of the star of your show unceremoniously, and then proceeding to milk the finite amounts of his existence in your project, knowing that fired you will be when it's all used up.
I really don't understand how Netflix splurges the big bucks to get major stars like Henry Cavill and Jenna Ortega for their shows, and then lets writers and showrunners who often have next to no experience in the industry try to push them out.
Coming, the reality check is borrowed time they are living upon. Running out, the Henry Cavill footage is, and then begin. Season 4 will. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
The first teaser for Netflix's The Witcher Season 3 revealed that it's going to be split into 2 parts, and here's why. The universe of The Witcher continues to expand, and after the underwhelming release of the prequel miniseries, The Witcher Blood Origin, viewers will reunite with Geralt of Riviera, Henry Cavill, in the 3rd season of the main series, which, in addition to introducing some of this universe's most dangerous but fascinating characters, will be the final season with Cavill as the title Witcher, as Liam Hemsworth will take his place in the 4th season. Although The Witcher Season 2 took too many creative liberties when adapting the stories of Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer, the latter's story was very controversial, and it ended on an exciting note as these characters are finally together, ready to work together to protect each other, especially Ciri, who is now being hunted by half of the continent. The Witcher Season 2 also introduced the Wild Hunt, and saved the big reveal of the White Flame being Ciri's supposedly dead father for its final scene. So, Season 3 has a lot to cover, but that might not be the reason why Netflix decided to split it up into 2 parts.
Decided to split it up into 2 parts. The reason? That might not be. No, really? Already the reason we know. Inevitable, the punishment is coming. Witcher showrunners, homeless you will be, out upon the streets of Los Angeles, the city of angels, and crack pipes.
Splitting The Witcher Season 3 into 2 parts wasn't always meant to happen, though series creator Lauren Schmidt was aware it could. Speaking to Collider in December 2022, while promoting Blood Origin, Schmidt said that they hadn't discussed dividing Witcher Season 3 into 2 parts, but seeing how things had been going across all streamers, she didn't rule out the possibility. Schmidt also shared that at the moment they still had around 8 months to go in post-production, and she hoped they could release the whole season at the same time. The first part of Witcher Season 3 will be released on June 29th, and the second on July 27th. So Schmidt wasn't wrong on how long post-production was going to take, and while it could be possible that splitting the season into 2 parts could have something to do with VFX and post-production, it's more likely that it's just a marketing trick.
Sneaking around the elephant in the room. They certainly are.
I know, right? I bet the editors and the behind-the-scenes workers at Netflix The Witcher are probably scraping the cutting room floor looking for any extra footage of Henry Cavill they can find, just to make a few extra episodes so that maybe they can squeeze out a Season 3, Part 3.
Much like a disobedient child with a bad report card, understanding that eventually ask the parent will to see it, and trying anything the child is to prevent that from happening, even if it just delays the outcome a little bit more. An existence routed in fear, because coming daddy's belt is.
Whether it's part of Netflix's marketing game for The Witcher Season 3 or in order to give VFX artists more time, the truth is dividing that The Witcher Season 3 into 2 parts makes less sense than when Stranger Things did it. For its 4th season, Stranger Things was split into 2 parts, with a bit over a month between them. But it could be somewhat justified by how much Season 4 covered, as it prepared grounds for the series finale. Stranger Things is also a much bigger title than The Witcher, and with Blood Origins bombing and Cavill leaving, it doesn't make much sense at all to just not release everything all at once. Hopefully, this trick will turn out well for Netflix and The Witcher, and Henry Cavill's final season as Geralt will be an exciting and satisfying one.
You know, Yoda, maybe the showrunners for The Witcher can utilize AI to make an AI Henry Cavill with his permission, and they can just keep extending Season 3 for as long as they need to. I'll be looking forward to The Witcher Season 3 Part 10 in 2028.
But save themselves. In the end, they cannot. The crushing blow of defeat is approaching, and flipping my burgers at McDonald's, they will be, while relaxing in his mansion, Henry Cavill shall be.
Yeah, I just watched the trailer for Witcher Season 3, and no one really gives a shit about it. Especially after knowing the way Season 2 came out and Cavill being gone after this, you would have to be a moron to defend it and get hyped up about it, because we already know how the final product's gonna be.
Hopefully, stupid enough no one is to actually defend this trailer, knowing the history behind it. A knuckle-dragging, caveman retard, you would have to be to even consider it.
Exactly, Yoda. With all the red flag Season 3 of Witcher is giving to our audience right now, you would have to be a brain-damaged mad scientist experiment to even think about stepping up to the batter's plate for this trailer.
Very glad I am that found anyone we haven't that opted to go down this journey, this path, as to not look like a window-licking, helmet-wearing crayon muncher. A shame that would be to witness.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't find anyone willing to make themselves look like a sideshow booty scratcher for a show that really only had one good season. I'm really glad.
Me too.